Okay.
Uh.
Okay. Is it showing up on YouTube now? Okay, cool. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Please keep your microphones on mute. If you're present in room 514 this morning, please put your cell phone on airplane mode or on silence. Once you hear your docket call, you will hear a brief synopsis of your docket this morning. Then the chairman will swear you in. If you are present in room 514, you will come up to the left side of me to the table, hit the red square in front of you until the mic turns green so you can give your sworn testimony. Mr. Chairman, we can start with the preamble.
In compliance with notification requirements of Ohio's open meeting law in section 101.021 of the codified ordinances of Cleveland, Ohio, 1796, notice of this meeting is publicly posted. All boards and commissions under the purview of the city planning department conduct their meetings according to Robert's Rules of Order. Actions during the meeting will be taken by voice vote. Abstentions from any vote due to a conflict of interest should be stated for the record before the taking of any vote. In order to ensure that everyone participating in the meeting has the opportunity to serve, we ask you to use the raise hand feature before asking a question or making a comment. The raise hand can be found in the participants panel on the desktop and mobile versions and activated by clicking the hand icon. Please wait for the chair or facilitator to recognize you and be sure to select unmute and announce yourself before you speak. When finished speaking, please lower your hand by clicking on the raise hand icon again and mute your microphone. We also will be using the chat feature to communicate with participants. The chat feature can be activated by clicking the chat button located at the bottom of the WebEx screen. All meeting activities being recorded by way of the WebEx platform. These proceedings are also being live streamed by way of YouTube. All requests to speak on a particular matter by way of our website and email have been considered. We have also received emails from those who have provided written comments on a particular matter. Mr. Jacobson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is Dan Jacobson from the Law Department. Also with me is Attorney Russ Gates, who will be handling the majority of today's hearing. So we'll hear from him. Thank you.
Thank you. This is Russ Gates from the Law Department. Can we, as a preliminary matter, can we verify that the live stream is on and functioning?
Through the chair, yes.
Thank you. And as the Law Department has done since these public meetings have gone virtual and or hybrid, states its objection to the use of the chat function. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Davis.
Mr. Bradley?
Here.
Mr. Dink?
Here.
Ms. Lipscomb?
Here.
Mr. Gallagher?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Okay, we'll call the first case, billing docket A 110-25 4693 State Road.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Before we go to the first docket, we have a special request that if we can pull docket A 19225 to the front this morning.
Yes. I am looking for that one.
It's gonna be towards the end of the agenda.
Here is. Okay. I got it. Okay, housing time extension docket A 192-25, reference A 257-24, 3572 West 69th Street.
Application and fees are in order. This was a notice of violation as exterior maintenance that was issued back on December 4th of 2024. This board originally heard this docket on June 4th of 2025. At that time, the board granted the applicant until August 4th of 2025 to complete abatement of the violations. The board accepted a time extension request on August 4th of 2025. At that time, the applicant did not state the applicant had requested until October 31st of 2025 to correct the violations at that property. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Angela Goins, property owner.
Okay, Ms. Goins, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Well, the violation has been corrected. I do have a picture on my phone. I had an inspector, or I'm not sure if he was an inspector, Shockley, come to the house, and he was supposed to be an advocate between me and my neighbor because he will not let me on that side of the property to do any kind of maintenance. And he was supposed to contact me. He did one day, but I was in my car driving, so I couldn't talk to him. He was supposed to call me back, and he never did. And I had no way to get back a hold of him. But the violation has been corrected. I paid somebody to cut the tree down. And I do have a picture on my phone for that I can show as proof of that it's been corrected.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, with verification that the violation has been corrected, we do not object to a compliance time of today,
Okay,
which, well, bear with me, Mr. Chairman. I believe that the request before the board is for another extension of time from the last extension of time. And I'm assuming that I'm assuming that we have surpassed that time period. So regardless, we don't object to a time period of today to correct the violation. That way she will have no time out of compliance.
okay,
And and there will be no further action permitted, actually.
okay. So a motion is in order to give to today's date, November 5th, 2025, to abate the violation with no further time. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley? Did we lose him? Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you. Can we back up to the top? Ms.
Yes,
Davis?
sir.
Okay. So reopen docket A 110-25 4693 State Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on April 2nd of 2025. Appeal was received May 5th of 2025, requesting for 60 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name as well as your relationship to the property for the record? You're muted. You need to unmute yourself if you're trying to speak.
William Bennett, property owner.
Okay, Mr. Bennett, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I applied for the permit to replace the fence, the 4-foot sections last week, I believe it was. Materials are purchased. I have to pick them up yet. But it will be completed. I haven't gotten word that the permit was approved yet. So I'm going to proceed. Oops was called. Everything's marked out. Everything should go fine. And another note, the property was surveyed when I purchased it last August 30th. And that picture on the left has the tall stake that's right next to the corner of the property. And I just want to note that that's 6 to 10 inches on my side of the fence. But I'm prepared to move forward with the replacement.
Okay, and time-wise, once you get your permit?
It'll be done immediately.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, for the record, the permit number B as in boy 250-25049 has been reviewed and approved and is waiting to be pulled. So the contractor, as a commercial property, will require a contractor, but they can pull that permit today. So we would ask that any time extension require the permit to be obtained within, the next couple of days, and then compliance immediately.
Okay, so a motion is in order to pull the permit as soon as possible, within a few days, 2025, and to take care of the violation, we'll say within, well, we're going to say immediate, but we'll give you 2 weeks after that time, November 19th, 2025, to abate the violation. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
can you give me a date certain for the permit? You said a
yeah,
couple of days.
Okay, yes, I can. So we'll say by November the, November the 8th.
Mr. Chairman,
2025. What's that?
November the 8th, I believe, is on a Saturday.
Okay. So it's got to be done by 6th or 7th.
Okay.
Tomorrow or Friday.
That's November 7th, 2025 for the permit.
Yes.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next docket is building docket A, 111-25-2323 Lakeside Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance issued on April 1st of 2025. Appeal was received on May 5th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Henry, 242323 Warehousing Limited, building owner.
Okay, and you're the only one going to be given testimony?
That is correct.
Mr. Pop- Okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay,
I do.
Go ahead and proceed, Mr. Apostle.
We are asking for 60 days. My client has been in contact with Kevin McMahon, the building inspector, who, as of Monday, informed my client that he's satisfied with most of the repairs that my client has completed. He stated that the only thing he saw was that some graffiti needs some attention, and we will be they're going over the details as to where exactly that is, and my client will be addressing that in the next week or so. That is all we are requesting, and I believe that is all that is left to be done at the property.
Okay,
Mr. Chairman, we have no objection to 60 days.
okay. Motion is in order to grant to January 5th, 60 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion
So move.
moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket is building docket A, 119-25-15301 Kinsman Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is hazardous condition and interior and exterior maintenance. Issued on April 8th of 2025. Appeal was received May 13th of 2025, requesting for 1 year to complete the abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Need to state my name.
Yes.
My name is Carlos Fisher. I'm the owner of the building.
Okay, sir, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Well, I had an issue once I got the violations. I was in the process of evicting a tenant, and through the procedures of waiting on a tenant to leave my building, I was in the process of also having a hip replacement. So the last couple of months, once I healed, I started getting most of the violations together, and I actually pulled the permit last week. And I had both inspectors, Inspector Arnold, come over Monday, and the inspector, Mr. Bell, came over Tuesday and see progress in the works. And he said that he was going to contact somebody and state that he see that it was progress being made. So, but I was hoping I still can get a few more months to get everything complete.
Okay, so you're looking for 60 days to complete it?
That should, yeah, hopefully 90, because I have 90 days.
All right, let me get Mr. Vanover. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, and Mr. To the appellate, is this restaurant currently closed?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, we don't object. It looks like the only thing that's left is some fire suppression work and the fixing of the stairs.
Yes, that's it.
Providing that the business is not open, we don't object to 120 days to abate the violations.
Okay,
However, occupancy, because there is a permit in place to make repairs and establish use. However, any occupancy or use of the building before that time, we ask that it be remanded.
Okay, so the establishment has remained closed until it is abated, the violations are abated. And we'll give you to March 5th, 120 days, 2026 to abate the violations. Again, that's it'll remain closed until you have it abated though.
Okay.
Motion,
So move.
okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay,
Mr.
notice,
Chairman?
yes,
Just for a point of clarification to the appellate, if you finish sooner, you can open sooner.
Okay. Thank you.
okay,
Understood?
okay, very good. Notice to be sent within 2 weeks. Thank you. Next docket, building docket
Thank you.
157-25, 7605 Superior Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure. Issue on May 23rd of 2025. Appeal was received June 20th of 2025, requesting 1 year to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Oh, yes. My name is Chao Fang Yang. The last name is Yang, Y-A-N-G. Actually, I am the Australian citizen. I just come for this case. I am the owner of a Pacific Institute of Property Investment. So I own this building. And this building, I just engaged my property manager to manage the maintenance. I also have the conductor, public boiler to take care of everything. However, the last years, someone's broke in, they made a fire, so fire damage. So, and then the inspector, I also inspect the inside.
Hold on, sir. Mr. Chairman, did you swear him in yet?
No, but he was given his association to the property. I didn't know when he was done with that.
Oh,
So if he is done, and we're okay with all that, then, Mr. Young, is that how you speak? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Sorry.
Swearing you in.
Mr. Chair,
Oh, yeah, okay.
this is Patty. We have a, make sure we have a language
yeah.
understanding to
Yeah.
the gentleman. You have to give sworn testimony, so he's swearing you in.
Yeah.
Okay, so he asked you if you swear to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You do. Okay, all right, go ahead and proceed and let us know what your plans are.
Yeah, continue?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And so, my contractor, Kobe Boyer, they already draw all the blueprint. They just want to submit the permit to building department. However, today he should be attend with me. Today he have the appointment for the eye injuries, so they cannot attend this. but when I need a couple weeks, they going to put the permit. Also need to put I find the architecture and then draw the blueprint, and then I asked for 1 year to complete all the violations. Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, this is a condemnation order of a commercial structure. It's 4 units or more, so it is a commercial structure which will require plans and documentation and a contractor for the permit. We would ask for no more than 30 days to make application and obtain the permit, and no more than 180 days to correct the violations on the property, with the understanding that as a condemned structure, it cannot be occupied.
Okay, Mr. Young, is there anyone in the building now?
If you give me 180 days for complete audit.
He's given you 30 days to get the plans and permit in place.
I can do that.
30 days, and then 180 days to have it work done.
Oh, okay.
And so the question was asked, is there anybody in the property now?
No, all all the window, the damaged window, all the use the plywood blow up. Okay. No one inside.
Nobody's inside?
Nobody inside. Yeah.
All right, very good. So motion is in order to obtain the permit by December 5th, 30 days, 2025, and 180 days, May 5th, 2026, to abate the violations. Motion.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, thank you.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank.
Second.
I have a question. The 180 days, when I get the permit, start from the day they count 180 days, isn't it? Not for today.
I'm sorry?
I just question because they cannot still not get the permit, so they cannot start the work. I say it's from the day from the permit, I get the permit, count for 180 days, isn't it?
You need to get the permit within 30 days.
Yeah.
And then 180 days from today.
From today.
Which is May 5th of 2026.
Yeah, okay.
Everything needs to be done.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. There's a discussion, right? So to the appellant, you understand that the law considers it a commercial property, so you have to pull it through a contractor.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, good deal. Second on the motion?
Second.
Okay, second by Mr. Bradley?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice will be sent out to you, sir, within 2 weeks. Thank you.
See, okay, thank you.
Okay, next docket is building docket A 163-25, 1111 Lakeside Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is failure to register and exterior maintenance. Issued on June 5th of 2025. Appeal was received June 26th of 2025, requesting for 180 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Michael Larson, I'm the general manager.
Mr. Larson, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
The violation for failure to register has been remedied. I've got the certificate of inspection dated 9/23 from the city. The exterior maintenance, we had asked for 6 months because this hotel was supposed to be sold on the 31st of October. So a new owner would have had to complete a property improvement plan, which would have included this item. Unfortunately, they backed out on the 31st and did not purchase the property. So we are back to square one in terms of getting this done by the current ownership.
How much time do you need?
Well, I would like 6 months from today into May. So because the weather's turning, and to do exterior maintenance when the weather turns, as you know, on the lake is not a fun proposition, or even a timeline is questionable at that point. But I believe by May, this could be completed.
Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, I'll remind everyone, and as I've said before, the expectation is that this work is completed without the citizens of the city of Cleveland needing to pay inspectors to identify the issues and the problems. That being said, we don't object to the 180 days to make the repairs. However, there does appear to be, there's a permit pending for Verizon to make some changes to their cell towers. So there's some revenue source that somebody's collecting from the structure. But I will also like to, just for the informational purposes, remind the appellate that the transfer or sale of the building does not relieve the expectation of compliance with correcting the violations. So getting a 6-month extension from this board and then just selling the property does not relieve the current owner, the cited owner, from the responsibility of making the repairs.
I do understand that.
Okay, good. All right, so we're looking at date of May 5th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket, building docket A 242-25, 614 West Superior Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on August 29th of 2025. Appeal was received September 26th of 2025, requesting 60 to 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Thank you. My name is Kenneth Fisher, attorney for the property owner. Also appearing via WebEx is Trent Williams, Director of Asset Management.
Okay, for all of you that are going to be given testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do. I typically don't take an oath, but I'm happy to take an oath. I do.
Okay, very good. Okay, so go ahead and let us know what
Thank you.
the plans are.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to give a very brief overview. The property owner, 614 Superior Rockefeller LLC, was the lender and was the lender on this property. The prior owner defaulted. There was a deed in lieu of foreclosure that was recorded, I believe, mid to late August. And since then, the owner, former lender, has been working diligently to resolve problems that are significant and pre-existing. On October 28th, we met with Chief Building Official Thomas Vanover and David Roberts at City Hall. There was an estimate, or I believe description of work that would be performed by JTL, which Mr. Vanover deemed to be insufficient. And at that meeting, it was made very clear by Mr. Vanover that a new facade assessment had to be performed. There was one from 2018 that was conducted by LS Architects. Mr. Williams has been working up until yesterday to contact LS Architects, Leon Sampat, in terms of updating that report. It was unsuccessful. So yesterday I contacted Osborne Engineering, very fine local engineering firm that I know the city's well familiar with, to provide this facade report. An engagement letter was signed yesterday, and that assessment is going to be performed as quickly as possible. Separately, Mr. Vanover requested that JTL do the work, albeit he deemed it insufficient. That was in a, well, I guess it's an estimate, an application. That application for a permit has actually been filed by JTL, and maybe Mr. Williams can update on that. And we're working very hard to remedy a difficult situation that, again, is the property owner, former lender's responsibility. But again, these problems were inherited and significant, and it's an important property. We also met with Thomas McNair on October 28th. I can assure you that the current property owner, 614 Superior Rockefeller LLC, is working. They're located in Miami, but working daily to try to rectify situations, especially as it relates to the facade. And I would also mention that a agreement has been signed through David Roberts and the director, building department director, in regard to boarding and maintaining the property while it is being listed for sale with Presco Cushman Wakefield. So we're asking for 90 days, and Mr. Williams can perhaps supplement what I just said in terms of maybe an update. But JTL, from what I understand, is ready to proceed with the initial facade repairs. We will get a facade report per Mr. Vanover, and Osborne is going to start on that right away. And that's where we are. And we understand it's an important property. The lender, well, the property owner, the former lender, again, is working in a difficult situation. The prior owner defaulted, not only in regard to payment, but also in regard to maintaining this property. And that's all we can ask for, is additional time.
Okay,
And hopefully the city will work with us.
we'll get to Mr. Williams if he has any additional comments.
No, I think Ken hit the nail on the head with everything. Like I said, permits are in order. I have a copy of the application. I don't have a number on it, but like I said, the JTL work for facade improvements is underway, or is ready to start as soon as the permits can be picked up.
All right, sounds good. Mr. Vanover.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, so I do, under the address of 614 West Superior, I do not have a new application number. I do not have evidence that has been submitted. They may have started it. The vacant building registration has been applied for with additional information required. And there is also an outstanding civil ticket from it looks like 2 weeks ago or a week ago, actually. So probably just before the meeting. To clear just a couple of things as a conversation, there was the violation notice before us for exterior maintenance, which is a combination of deteriorated elements on the exterior of the building that need repaired. There was a submission sent from JTL regarding the repairs needed, and with a request to verify that those repairs satisfied the notice of violation. And that's the point where I communicated that this structure requires a facade assessment, a full facade assessment, to be done every 5 years. That being said, the evaluation by JTL of the work needed to be done immediately is indicia of the permit and the permit application. However, I'm unable, until the full assessment is completed, I'm unable to commit that that's all that is required. That's why we have facade assessments. So just to clear up the information on that. Now, that being said, we don't object to more time to make the repairs, a reasonable amount of time. I know we're in the winter. It is an unfortunate situation all around, but the world of high finance and lending is full of unfortunate situations. There's the risk and there's reward, and we are knee deep in risk with this structure. So my only concern is that when the property does find another owner and does transfer, any commitments made before this board by the current owners must be maintained, so that we are not back here with a different owner and a different purpose, sometime in the future.
Okay, so we're looking at 90 days is what they were requesting to get this done, and you're asking for, is it the assessment that you need, or what is it that you're looking for, Mr. Vanover?
Mr. Chairman, that's separate. That's not a citation for this board. So
Okay.
they were issued a notice of violation. They've presented that they have remedy for that, and it will take 90 days. And based on communications and conversations, of course, they have whatever agreement. I don't know how that gets upheld with the outside of this board, but we don't object to 90 days to correct the violations on this violation notice.
A motion is in order for February 5th, 90 days, 2026 to abate the violations.
So move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Next docket is building docket A 250-25, 1590, 1600 Addison Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage and a vacate order issued on September 4th of 2025. Appeal was received October 16th of 2025. Applicant did not specify how much time is needed to correct the abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? You have to press the button.
Sorry. Hello, my first name is Jalil Musa. I'm Jalil, Jalil. My last name is Musa, M-U-S-A. My relationship to the property is I'm the owner.
Also, Shanette Downing Bailey, relationship to the property is property manager, and Mr. Musa's personal caretaker.
Okay, so you may both be speaking. I'll swear you both in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
My intention is to redevelop the area of Huff neighborhood where my property is located. My family has owned this property since 1972, I believe. My brother bought it. I gave him a couple $1,000s back then. Fannie Lewis, I was back then, I was a big campaigner for her, and she wanted me to help that area. In fact, she had even appropriated a whole block right across the street from my building in my name. She took me downtown and put it in my name. What happened was I left Cleveland at that time and went to New Jersey, taught school there for 35 years. So when my wife passed, I returned to Cleveland. and I had this one building. I didn't realize I'd be emotional. Excuse me, bear with me. But anyway, our intention is to redevelop the area. I maintained this property for the last 4 years since I've been back, and the property across the street from it and the property behind it. So my intention is hopefully we can. I've submitted a proposition to the City Foundation, the Cleveland Foundation, the Midtown Collaboration, the Neighborhood Connection. We've all kind of made connections and collaborated, including the Councilwoman Stephanie House Jones, who last told me that she was determined to help me find the funding to go ahead and redevelop the area. So what I'm hoping now that we can get enough time to give her a chance to, to consider what's available for us to do next on this property. We do have some development issues that we have to take care of. The issues that were in your notice have been corrected. As far as I can see, the property is definitely safe for inhabiting. I was living there myself for the last few years, but as of present, it is vacated and boarded up, and we just need the time to go ahead and come up with the development plan. And hopefully, to purchase the other 2 properties in that area and to redevelop that area for the Huff neighborhood, with the help of with our council people and the different collaboration groups that are operating in Cleveland right now. Some of them I just become involved with.
Okay, is there more testimony to be given?
Yes, sir. I would just like to say that I've been involved in the property for the past 2 years as the property manager. And during that time, I'm not sure if it's irrelevant, but I just wanted to mention that during that time, Mr. Musa has suffered several strokes and heart attacks and been hospitalized at least 5 to 6 times. So it's kind of like that's been what's been holding us up as far as
3
like
times.
getting contractors and coming up with funding and things of that nature. But as of today, we are in the process of gathering investors. We are, our intention is to turn the property into like a community-based center, like for children, and have game rooms and things of that nature. So that's where we're dealing with the city as far as trying to get funding and grants. But I would just like to ask if we could have at least 6 months to come up with our plan and maybe a year to face the violations.
Okay, well, let me go over to the chief building inspector and let him make comments. Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, I would like to clear up a couple of things. What's before the board is an order to vacate and the condemnation of the garage. The main structure on this property was condemned in 2019, and it has not been and is not under appeal today. As such, and then hearing testimony, as empathetic as we try to be, this is an unfunded plan that with no even light guarantees. We would ask first and foremost that you uphold the notice to vacate. As far as the condemnation of the garage, we would ask that you deny any time and remand that back to the Department of Building and Housing, because the decision for time on the garage alone would be improper, because if the structure needed to be raised, you cannot have an orphan garage in the city, and a decision of more time for the garage would not transfer to the main structure. So,
are you suggesting that the main structure is being condemned? What are you suggesting even right now? It seems ambiguous to me what you're saying. Are we talking about the garage, or are we talking about the main structure?
The condemnation of the main structure is not before, it wasn't appealed. So that's not part of this hearing. So the garage itself.
It's the only issue?
Is condemned. They're both condemned. And the city does not want to give an extension of time on the garage because it's condemned.
Well, we are requesting an extension of time in consideration of what I just explained to you. And
Mr.
not to
Chairman,
give,
if I may finish my testimony, we would ask that you deny more time or remand it back. I would also recommend that the appellant gain his own legal counsel to understand what the condemnation of the garage or the house from 2019 and the separate condemnation of the garage and the separate vacate order means. I don't believe that it's proper to grant more time for the garage when the main structure is still condemned, not under appeal.
it is both, it is under appeal, and then we notice of appeal right at this moment. This is like double talk to us. It's really like you're confusing me. I don't know, it's like you're purposely confusing me.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
you
he
wanna
can get
answer
rid
that?
of the, he
Go
can
ahead.
get
I don't
rid
wanna
of the
get rid of
garage.
either.
That's, I understand the garage part. How does he file an appeal for the building? Because we thought that this appeal was for the main structure.
Well, it's not.
Well,
Okay, so what does he need to do to file an appeal for the main structure?
And the garage.
Look,
He's already vacated the property,
garage-
so that part is done.
Yeah, the vacate is done with the garage. I know he did say that. He did vacate for the garage. So we're going to address the issues that are before us. And then I think Mr. Vanover gave some good advice as far as seeking counsel to see what you do with the rest of it. And I know you're working towards that. And you got a lot of people involved. And I think, you just stay on your plan. But right now we're going to take care of this part of it, this portion of it that's before us. So I'm going to uphold that notice for the vacate and that it was properly issued. And then a motion is in order to deny more time and remand the property to the Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dink,
Second.
second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, next docket is housing docket A 108-25, 1373 East 88th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on April 10th of 2025. Appeal was received on May 2nd of 2025, requesting for 180 days to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Mitty Jordan, homeowner.
Okay, Ms. Jordan.
Yes.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed. Let us know what the plans are.
Okay, thank you. You can see that the exterior violation is for the siding and for the chimney that needs tucking. So my request at the time of appealing, I did submit a letter explaining that the siding is, this is a 127-year-old home. The siding is not asbestos. We have determined that it is non-asbestos, but is asphalt siding that no longer you can't even get anymore. So the siding has to be removed. The issue, which was not actually identified in the violation, is really that the box gutters need to be repaired. That's where the water was coming from. There was a fire previously, and that's when we found out we couldn't, they no longer do the asphalt siding. So it's not simply repairing the siding, it has to be removed. And then we're going back with just painting paint. We're repairing any damage to the wood and paint. So the only thing I have done is gone to the bank to determine that even though I have full equity in the property I've owned for over 44 years, you don't just automatically get a line of credit to do something unless, so there's credit repair that I have to do. I also head up a mission that is located on the right there for St. Matthew United Methodist Church. And volunteers, mission teams that come in so far from 15 states. This summer we had 8 teams from 6 states. I have never asked them, the organization, the mission teams, to do anything for me personally. But under the circumstances, any part of this that has to be, that does not require professional trades like masonry, I know we'll have to get a mason to do that. The box cutter was a real carpenter, but in terms of removing the siding and doing the painting, because of my financial circumstances, I'm a full-time volunteer for this mission, and I'm on meager Social Security as my income. So volunteers will do this. Will do the work. I have confirmed that with the team, with the organization, Accept Ministries, that organizes the teams for us. I am therefore asking for more time because they will not begin working until the spring. They will not be on site. The local teams will begin working in the spring. The out-of-state teams will not arrive until June, and they work through the beginning of August. So I'm asking for 240 days now, as opposed to the 180.
Okay, let me go over to Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, do you live in this home?
I do.
And
I've owned the home for 44 years, and I've lived in it for, of those 34 years. I was absent from it for 10 years.
And Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, is that a slate roof?
Yes, it is. And not a leak in it. The roof part of the house was built, was an addition built in 1922. I bought this house from the original owners. I grew up next door to it. I've been right there at that location for 72 years. There's a person in this room who can witness to that, my neighbor. So the rear portion is not slate. And it was an addition that was put on in 1922. It has been, that roof has had to be replaced. The slate roof, not a drip in it. 127 years old.
Looks good.
So, Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, through the chair, I like your optimism on the condition of the wood siding under the asphalt siding, and I hope that your optimism pays off, that it's in good enough to save. But that being said, Mr. Chairman, we, as a standard owner occupied, we do not object to 180 days to make the repairs, with the understanding that if progress is being made and work is being completed at that 180-day mark, that at the discretion of the inspector, we can continue more time to get it finished and get it across the finish line. But it will require some progress, considerable progress at that 180-day mark.
So, Mr. Vanover, so I'm understanding you to say, excuse me, I have a little throat thing here. My understanding is that you expect for it to be done in the 180 days, and not the extension. Is that correct?
No, he said it can be extended if you continue to be working on the property, and as it extends on with the knowledge and the working with the inspector, that work is still being performed, and the inspector can say, okay, keep moving on it. You're doing good. Okay. We're getting it done. And so but we're putting a date on it. Okay. That's what we need to do. So you understand that?
I think so.
Okay.
But then 180.
Yes, we're giving you 180. You continue to work on it. Okay. And in constant with the inspector, with the property, and he'll know what you're doing here. You're going to be working through the church, and you're going to be using some individuals, and you carry on. Okay, so we're going to we're going to throw a motion out here, and then good luck to you. Okay.
Sir, and so my question is, the reason why I was asking for the extension, the mission teams don't arrive until there are some locals that will be working, but the out-of-state teams do not begin until the first week of June, and they work. They're working. Basically, they're working in the orchard. We've established an orchard there. They're working in the orchard, but so they are only there during June, July, and August. Some of the persons would be devoted to the painting. So that's the reason why I was asking for the extended time.
Okay, well, you're going to get extended out pretty close to that time, and you're going to be doing work on this.
Yes.
Going on. So that's all part of it. And then when they arrive, hopefully with the inspector being involved, you can hopefully carry on. Okay.
With good, Mr. Chairman, with good faith and progress, at that 180-day mark in preparation for your mission teams to show up, the inspector will grant the additional time to get that bulk of work done.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, so a motion is in order to grant until May 5th, 180 days, 2026, to abate the violation with, as long as work is proceeding. It's our understanding that in working with the inspector, that he will grant more time to complete the project. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, housing docket A 109-25, 3270 Scranton Road.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of 1 second. Condemnation of the garage and exterior maintenance issued on April 4th of 2025. Appeal was received May 5th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violation.
I think this is, we're on, you may be rereading the other one, I think. We're at docket A 109-25. Because I don't see anything on there about a garage.
Mr. Chairman, yes, that has been missed on the side, but they did appeal for the condemnation of the garage as well as the exterior maintenance.
Okay. That is the same property, correct? Okay.
That is the same property.
And they're requesting.
Yesterday, last night.
With a calling user, please mute your mic.
You don't?
1 second, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
So yes, Mr. Chairman, there's 2 violations that was filed for an appeal. One of them was a condemnation of the garage. The other one is exterior maintenance.
Okay.
Applicant was asking for 7 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates. Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, we do not see the participants on the online panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Okay, then we're gonna call on Mr. Vanover. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay.
They didn't have the,
What's that? Okay, Mr. Gates.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Have you received any form of communication, email, voice message, or anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with its hearing and ruling.
Hey, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Well, Mr. Chairman, it appears that we are right around that 7 months already. And so short of any further information from the appellant, we ask that you deny more time, remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice to be sent within 2 weeks. Next docket is Housing Docket A 114-25, 2031-2033 West 93rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance, issued on April 16th of 2025. Appeal was received May 6th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Building Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates, Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Alex Revenue for Asana Holdings LLC, owner.
Mr. Avenue, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Go ahead and proceed.
So I purchased this property and it was rented, and unfortunately the tenants weren't paying rent. So I had to evict them, and in that process, the violations came up. They finally vacated at the end of June, so I'm requesting additional time, an additional 6 months to remedy these violations, and I'm here with my contractor, Mike Angala, as well.
Okay. Very good. Mr. Vanover.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, and then the expectation is that this is going to be a for rent rental property?
Potentially, I just need extra time to get it fixed up, and then either sell it once it's fixed up or rent it out. I'm not exactly sure yet.
And Mr. Chairman, the appellate, the property is currently vacant?
It's vacant at this time. Yeah, it was occupied when the violations were issued, which is why I couldn't fix it up at the time.
Understood. Mr. Chairman, we don't object to more time to make the corrections. However, The property does need to be registered as a vacant property. And we would ask that it remain vacant until the notices of violation are cleared so that the appellate doesn't run into additional problems renovating the property because it's occupied.
That makes sense. He was asking for 180 days to complete the violation, so I'm not sure what's all involved there, but does that sound about right, Mr. Vanover?
As long as it's registered as a vacant property and remains vacant, Mr. Chairman, clean, secure, and graffiti-free, we don't object.
Okay, so a motion is in order to grant it May 5th, 180 days, 2026 at 6 months to abate the violation. Again, noting that it is to remain vacant until the violations, if they happen to be done ahead of that, then fine. So that's what needs to be done. Graffiti free, et cetera, and kept up. Motion?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Chairman, discussion?
Yes, go ahead.
We would ask that the vacant property registration requirement be obtained within 30 days.
Okay, we'll include that in the motion. That'll be December 5th, 2025, 30 days to obtain that. Motion?
Motion.
Okay, motion, Mr. Dank.
Second.
Second, Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley? Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Next docket is housing docket A 115-25, 13805 Melzer Avenue.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage issued on April 10th of 2025. Appeal was received May 6th of 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobs, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Yes, my name is Lisa Davis, and I am the owner of the property. And I am at the moment still not working, seeking a job.
Okay.
Oh,
hold
one
on.
moment, please.
I'm going to swear you in first. Okay, Ms. Davis, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead. Now proceed.
Yes. As I was saying, that I do want to get it tore down, but at the moment I am not working, and I'm still not working, and I'm asking and requesting another 6 months. Hopefully I should be working and have it torn down.
Okay, and you live in this property, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, bear with me just a moment, please. Mr. Chairman, we have no objections.
Okay, motion is in order to grant to May 5th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violations.
Thank
Motion,
you much.
6 months, that's what it is.
Yes.
Motion?
So move.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley?
Yes.
Mr. Dink?
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb?
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher?
Yes. Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next docket, housing docket A, 116-25883 Alejandro Road. That docket has been withdrawn. We'll move to the next docket, housing docket A, 117-25 1366 East 88th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance and condemnation of the garage. Issued on April 4th of 2025. Appeal was received May 9th, 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Emmett Coleman.
Mr. Coleman, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
I have a garage that is red brick. It's a 3-car garage, which asked that it have condemned, and I have violations on windows, which I want to replace the windows where they stated they were broken, but I'm gonna replace those windows. And all this debris and stuff that you see here, that's the garage. And all those tires, all that stuff has been removed.
Okay, go ahead. Let us know what time you need and all that.
Well, I'm asking for 6 months. The garage is red brick tile, so I don't know the procedures for that, permit or whatever I have to do it or have it done. But all that debris is gone. There's nothing there.
Okay. Mr. Vanover.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, what is the time requested?
6 months.
And Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, you live in this home?
No.
Okay, so, because it looks like there's, So, Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, is it occupied? Is it full? This looks like a 3-unit,
No, it's a one family. They say it's 2 family, but it's 1 family living there.
All right, Mr. Chairman, we, as I've stated, as rental property, as investment property, the expectation is the property is maintained to an adequate level prior to the city having to expel resources to send somebody out to tell you to maintain your for-profit investment. We would ask for 90 days, no more than 90 days, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, what he's mentioned something about the garage. We don't see anything on here about a condemnation of the garage. It's just basically the house, right?
No, through the chair, Mr. Chairman, there's 2 violations on this property that is before the board. My apologies for mixing that on the slide. It is a condemnation of the garage as well as the exterior maintenance.
Okay. All right. So we get 90 days to abate the violation. The 2 violations, both violations. That would be February 5th, 90 days, 2026 to abate the violations. Motion?
Excuse me, sir. The garage itself is a 3-car garage, and I don't know how I'm gonna, I don't know the procedure for having it torn down. So that's why I'm asking for 6 months. The garage is a 3-car garage, and it's all brick.
Okay.
So the time frame is important.
Well, we can go ahead, Mr. Vanover.
Just to remind the board, it was a 3-car garage when the building was purchased. and put up for rent, and the decision was made. It was a 3-car garage then. So it's unfortunate that it got to this level of deterioration. It would have been nicer had, or it would have been better had it not gotten to that point. But that is not we do not believe that that is a reason to delay the maintenance that should already have taken place. Thank you.
Okay, but at the same time, the inspector condemned the garage. It is condemned. There's a sign on the left-hand corner there, and he did condemn it at that time. So this is why I'm saying I need to find a contractor or whoever I have to get to do it. I don't have any problem doing it. It's just a matter of timing.
You don't necessarily have to knock down the condemned garage. It has to be brought out of condemnation. Of course, knocking it down would do it, but you can also fix up whatever the problem is on it to take it out of condemnation. So if the sidewalls are good, if the roof is good, if you need to correct that or the doors, you can work with the inspector and bring it out of condemnation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. All right. So we'll give you a little extra time. I'll give you the March 5th, 120 days, 2026 to abate the violations. Motion?
So moved.
Okay. Moved by Mr. Denk.
Second.
Second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Docket is housing docket 121-25, 2228 West 103rd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance, issued on April 25th of 2025. Appeal was received on May 14th, 2025, requesting for 6 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law, and Russ Gates. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Brian Sherman, property owner.
Mr. Sherman, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Okay. Yeah, I just got out of a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, so I haven't been able to, or I haven't had any disposable income or apply for financing, but that ended in September. So I have been able to replace and repair the gutters, and the rest I've got quotes for. I just can't get financing right now, but I will be able to complete it by May. That's why I'm asking for 6 months.
Okay, are you live in the property?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
No objection, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, motion is in order to grant until May 5th, 180 days, 2026 to abate the violations.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
need 2 minutes.
you got it.
Please tell you where you are. That's up to the secretary. You're right, I'm not at the end.
Okay. Trying to stand up this way. No, that's all right. It'll take more time. I mean, very long with this. Well, I understand. Yeah, tell them.
Yeah, I know exactly what to say. Thank you.
Sure.
Yes.
190-1.
Learned a lot. We do, so we learned a lot. It's interesting. It's not.
Oh, it's a typo.
Yeah, it's not.
Mr. Chairman?
Okay, we're back in session. Housing docket A 158-25, 11709 Parkview Avenue.
Mr. Chairman, we have been requested if we can put docket 193-25 up.
All right, let's take a look at that. Okay, we're gonna switch to docket A 193-25, 11200 Mount Carmel Road.
That's East 118th Street, Mr. Gallagher.
Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Yeah, I did. Okay, housing docket A 193-25, 617 East 118th Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation. Is a condemnation of the garage. Issued on July 29th of 2025. Appeal was received on August 4th of 2025. Applicant had requested 7 weeks to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Would the applicant or his or her attorney or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning. My name is Darcel Guy. I'm one of the owners of the property. The property actually belonged to my parents who are deceased now. And I'm in the process of.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me.
Darcel Guy.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth? Mr. Gray?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and proceed then.
Okay, thank you for hearing me for one. Two, the house, it's like a little house on the prairie. My parents, my mother and father, they raised 10 kids there, 8 boys and 2 girls. And I came back from California to take care of my mother. She died in 2017, and I took the responsibility to get the property at least up to par as best I could to sell it. Unfortunately, my sisters and brothers, nobody stepped up to help me do anything. So everything's been out of my pocket at this time. And my deceased brothers who have passed away, I had to add their children on to the property. So I went from 6 of us to 14. And it's not a lot of money to be, sold when it comes to this property. But right now I'm in the process of selling it. I'm using a company by the name of Innovative Title. They have taken over the responsibility to help me sell the property. I have a buyer who came on board and he offered $15,000. Now the dilemma I'm having right now, if you can give me some time, is that 2 of my one niece and one nephew, without them telling us, when I asked them, has anybody got any problems with us selling the property? Everybody was fine with it, but no one told me that even on their property, they had liens on their property. Now I find out because they owe some other creditors, the property that we're selling has been attached to their debt. And I was totally unaware of that. And that's why I asked everybody to be upfront and honest like you did when you swore me in. So what I'm asking, if you can give me some kind of time where I can get this thing done, because my parents raised us in that house. It's right there on 118th and St. Clair. It's in a great community, right up the street from Glenville High School. The freeway is on Eddy Road. And I just want another family to be able to take this house and enjoy the comforts and be able to be brought up in that house like we were. So whatever you can do, whatever you can do to help me, I really appreciate it.
I'm showing on here a condemnation of the garage.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Ms. Davis, is there more to this than just the condemnation of the garage?
Mr. Chairman, the only violation before us today is the condemnation of the garage. If any other violations were issued to the property, it was not filed with this notice.
Okay, so all we're looking at is the garage, sir. That's the only thing that we're looking at. So you need to bring the garage out of condemnation.
Well, the owners of the property, when they went out to view the property, they had instructed me that they're going to renovate the garage and the whole property in order for them to make a profit. So they're willing to do what they needed to do to forego the sale of the property.
Well, okay, but the only thing that we're concerned with is the garage. Let me go over to Mr. Vanover for a minute, see if we can get this sorted out.
So, Mr. Chairman, I got confused. The property is owned by a trust, the Guy family trust, Mr. Chair, through the chair to the appellate, is that correct? It's owned by a trust?
Well, it's not even a trust. It's just me and it's me, my 2 brothers, and my 2 sisters that's left. And I added my nieces and nephews on for my brothers who were deceased. So we all, it went from 6 of us to 14 of us. But to make a long story short, the property people that wanted to purchase the property, they came out, they did their thing, they surveyed, and they looked over the whole entire property, and they was willing to give us an X amount of dollars, and they're going to repair everything, the garage and all of it. They wanted everything.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, when is that transfer supposed to happen?
Hopefully it would have went through this month, but because it's the lady by the name of Jessica and Dawn, they're calling the creditors of the other 2 people that's on the property to see if they'll back off and let us go forth with the sale. So that's where we're at right now. So if you can give me some time to complete this, it'll be a done deal.
Mr. Chairman, so my understanding is that this is a privately owned property that just happens to be owned by 14 persons. We do not grant more time. We do not grant, excuse me, let me finish and then you can correct me if I'm wrong. But Mr. Chairman, we do not grant more time for the sale of the property. Remind the appellate that the transferring the property does not remove them of the responsibility to repair it, only the ability to repair it. Now, that being said, we don't object to 90 days to abate the violations for the condemnation of this very little garage.
There you go.
Okay.
That's not a bad deal. Okay.
That's not a bad deal.
Okay, so motion is in order to give it to February 5th, 90 days, 2026 to abate the violation. Motion?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Bradley, second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
This will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you too. I really appreciate y'all hearing me out. Thank you.
All right, next docket is housing docket A 158-25, 11709 Parkview Avenue.
Thank you, man.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the garage issued on May 14th of 2025. Appeal was received June 23rd of 2025. The applicant did not specify how much time they needed to correct the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Good morning. My name is Cheryl Childs. I'm 1/3 inherited property owner.
Okay, then Ms. Childs, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you the only one going to be speaking on this?
I believe so. My realtor, she may have another meeting to attend, but right now I'm the only one.
I'm actually here. I'm
She is
present.
there. Okay, thank you.
Okay, what is your name?
My name is Carolyn Dill. I'm with Keller Williams Living, and I will be representing as the list agent for this property once Ms. Childs can get everything worked out.
Okay, so let me swear you in, Ms. Steele. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and proceed.
Right, thank you. So I'm aware that the garage needs to be condemned. I do have now an attorney and a real estate agent in place. I'm asking for some additional time to locate a contractor or someone that can help me with the garage so we can sell the home. I know the home is not the issue.
Okay, how much more time do you need?
Carolyn, what do you think? Maybe 90 days?
Well, seeing that we have weather probably coming in, you may want to do 6 months because you still have to locate someone that can rebuild and that's licensed and bounded to be able to pull the permit in the city. So
okay.
Yeah, you probably want to do 180 days request.
Okay, and I do, not to cut you off, I do apologize. I forgot to say that I do live in California, so it's a little challenging for me. So Carolyn Dill, my realtor, is my only eyes and help that I have back in Cleveland, but I'm willing to do the work.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, so just to be clear, the main structure on this property is also condemned. The garage, it was condemned. The main structure was condemned in 2000 and in this year as well. So the main structure and the garage are both condemned, and they've both been submitted and approved to the department by the Department of Law for demolition.
I only have the notification for the garage, not the home.
So we have, bear with me, Mr. Chairman, the notice of violation for the main structure is V as in violation 24031932. And that was issued on bear with me, I'm looking at the record. That was, yes, so that was issued that was issued 5/14/2025.
I apologize. I never got that notice. Never.
Okay, so that was on the house?
That was on the house. And but however, Mr. Chairman, what is before us is the condemnation of the garage. Which was issued a month later, 6/20. The condemnation of the garage was issued also 5/14/25.
Okay.
That being said, Mr. Chairman, we will defer to the board if you wish to, as both violations were issued at the same time, we will defer to the board as to whether or not you wish to include both violations into the appeal hearing.
Okay, let me ask our attorneys here on board, whichever one wants to take this one on.
Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. If the appellant is asking to amend to include the main structure, which I haven't heard her say yes, but presuming she does want that also heard, then that is up to the board to decide if you're going to hear and decide both.
Okay.
I thought that's what she.
All right, Miss Childs.
Yes.
Do you want to include, because it was like the same, it is condemned, so that's a fact, but do you want to include that in this? Because you're going to have both done eventually, but it's not, so do you want to include that in this notice? We can handle it now, or do you not want to include it?
I was looking to sell the home, so like I said, I never got the one on the home. I just got the one on the garage.
So, Mr. Chairman, this is Patty. I'm hearing that she's saying no, that she's not received due process notice of that at this time. Thank you.
Okay, all right, so we'll take care of the garage part of it then at this time, and then you can get that, find out what's going on with the house, and then deal with that.
Please.
So.
Well, then, that being said, Mr. Chairman, we object to any more time and ask that you deny it and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing. It does appear to be an inherited property that is privately owned, but this is, if this is solely the appeal of the garage with the condemnation of the structure being, the main structure being in place, we believe that it would be improper to grant additional time for the garage. Furthermore, it appears that this is a request for time to sell a property from someone that doesn't, isn't local enough to maintain it. So we ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Okay, but.
Well, so because I don't live there, you won't give me any more time? I am working with someone.
Right, yeah, we are hearing that, and I understand that. I also understand that this may be on the chopping block to be demolished also. So, board, do you have any comments?
I'm not opposed to denying and remanding to Building and Housing.
Okay, Ms. Lipscomb?
Is that for both the garage and the
Well,
home?
we're only dealing with the garage, but
Okay.
it'll eventually go to that, right?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. Mr. Bradley, do you have a comment?
I do agree.
Okay, so a motion is in order to deny more time and remand the property division of Building and Housing for any further action.
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
And then will you send me something in the mail, please? So
We
that
will.
I know what's going
We
on?
will. We will. I need a second.
Second.
Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, a notice is going to be sent out within 2 weeks.
All right,
Thank
thank you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant for clarification, you will receive today's resolution, nothing in regards to the main structure. That is a question for the Department of Building and Housing. So I don't want you to be confused that I'm going to be sending you a notice of violation for the main structure. That's the Department of Building and Housing. You have to reach out to that
Okay.
inspector for that information.
All right, I understand.
Davis. Okay, next docket is housing docket A 159-25, 3645 West 32nd Street.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on May 29th of 2025. Appeal was received on June 23rd of 2025, requesting 3 months to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the participants in the online panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Mr. Gates.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, an email, voice message, anything physically delivered to you on behalf of this appellant and or docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to this appellant. The board can proceed with its hearing and ruling.
Thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, this appears to be a condemnation related to a fire for a rental property for a owner that is an out-of-state investor. And short of any information provided by the appellate, we would ask that you deny more time, remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
A motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property to the Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion by Mr. Bradley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket is housing docket A 161-25, 12719 Edmonton Avenue. That docket has been withdrawn. So we'll move to the next docket, housing docket A 162-25, 10222 South Boulevard.
Mr. Chairman, can I have a brief moment?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Okay. Did you get that docket, Mr. Vanover?
I did. Thank you.
Okay. Ms. Davis?
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on May 27th of 2025. Appeal was received June 26th of 2025. Applicant was asking for 6 months to 1 year to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
My name is Malik Harden, property owner. Also have with me my listed contractor from the appeal, Mr. Michael Vaden.
Okay, if you're both gonna be giving comments, I need to swear you both in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
So we originally, well, I'll just start myself. Originally I had paid some contractors a while ago who unfortunately, I guess something during the end of COVID, they ended up basically just running off a lot of deposit and stuff. I recently got together with Michael. We began doing some of the work together earlier this year around April and May. We have already began a process of the renovations. Originally, we just had an investor who was supposed to come buy in with us, and furthermore, that rehab as well. We were just more so, one thing of the funding had waited because they had seen something with the condemnation on the list. So they were just making sure that there was nothing immediate with that, with us instructing that we already had the permits pulled once before. So we're all ready to go to continue with that moving forward. But like I said, we wanted to make sure that everything was handled on this end.
All right, you were looking for 6 months to 1 year from what I'm seeing here. And this is a rental property, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, this is it's a condemnation of the main structure. It's been in this condition for some time. We currently do not have any permits for rehab on this, and nothing has been submitted to us. And there's been multiple complaints on the property from the neighborhood. So as you know, we object to 1 year, but this property is in a extended condition of deterioration, and it doesn't seem like there's a true plan to move forward. We would as such we would ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the department.
Well, I've spoken with. I have a neighbor across the street actually who's a part of some form of the city council. I believe her name is Miss Rue. She was telling me about how it shouldn't even have made it to that point. She has a property next door across the street from it in a much worse condition, but basically to where she was actually at one point interested in buying the property herself. But just for one reason that she had with her end as far as contracting for her other property as well, never moved forward. But like I said, we have already been working on this project. It was just more so, like I said, the whole thing with that condemnation tag on it had prevented one of the investors from preventing them moving forward up until they knew everything was crystal clear with that.
Okay, this will not stop you by putting a motion in to deny more time. Does not keep you from going forward with the plans and getting moving on it right away.
Well, so basically their issue was they were asking for it to be removed from the demo list, so we weren't in the middle of working on it, and next thing we know it's getting torn down. That was all.
Okay, well, I didn't hear anything mentioned about a demo list, but I could imagine it might be. But if nothing has been put into the city as far as getting permits or anything else, and so that's something that would help the situation if you had the contractor in place and you got the permits to rehab the property. So a motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property, Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Denk.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, next docket is housing docket A 190-25-11200 Mount Carmel Road.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is condemnation of the main structure issued on March 4th, 2025. Appeal was received on July 30th of 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. With the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative, please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record.
Donald Ivory Jr., property owner. I also have my dad here, Donald Ivory Sr.
Okay, I can swear both of you in. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, very good. Whoever's going to be giving testimony, go ahead.
We've started work on the property. We started outside with the trees. We had a bunch of trees in the rear. So we had all the trees cut down and removed. We haven't started on the inside of the structure yet. We are yet to pull any permits, but we wanted to come to this hearing first to determine how we get off the condemnation list in order to move forward.
Is there any pictures of the property?
On one side in the rear, there is a field right next to on the west side of the property.
Through the chair,
Yes.
we did not receive an updated report from the inspector on this property. So no, sir, we do not have pictures submitted by the Department of Building and Housing.
Okay.
I have some on my phone, but I did send it to whatever email that was listed on there too through a document.
Okay, and you were requesting 90 days
Yes, sir.
to abate the violations, but it's a condemnation of the main structure. Okay, Mr. Vanover.
So, Mr. Chairman, bear with me a moment because I'm looking through. It appears that there are actually multiple condemnations on this property because of the varied spellings of Mount. If you will bear with me just a moment.
Then we're gonna leave it at 90. You'll put some pressure on it.
All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Chairman, it appears that this was, it is corporately owned. It's owned under an LLC. We do not object to more time. The appellate asked for 90 days. We don't object to 90 days with the understanding that permits are required.
I'll see that. Sir, this is not under LLC. It's not owned under LLC.
It's not Buckeye Homes too, Mr. Chairman?
No, that was something that was like that when I had tried to get the permits done, or when I first had did the appeal, it was listed under a different company fault. So I guess it was listed under that LLC, but it's not right now though.
Is someone living here?
No.
Okay. Do you plan on living here?
We're undecided of whether it's going to be a rental or a sale due to the fact of the market, so to speak. We think it'd be a good rental, then we think it'd be a good sale because of the neighborhood. There's a lot of building going on, like in eyesight of the neighborhood, of the house rather.
All right, Mr. Vanover, you have any further comments?
Mr. Chairman, to the appellate, when did you take possession of this property?
This was back in April.
April 2025,
Should be April 4th, I believe.
April 4th.
April 4th is when we put the deposit down for the house.
April 4th was when the deposit was placed on a residence.
So, Mr. Chairman, to the, I can look at, bear with me while I look up the transfer of the actual recording of the deed. For the record, Mr. Chairman, the notice of condemnation was issued on March 4th of 2025. The deed transferred for this property on April 25th of 2025. So that was beyond the compliance date. And I'm assuming the appeal was taken as a new owner's appeal. Mr. Chairman, that being said, we don't object to the 90 days being requested.
Okay, motion is in order to grant 90 days, February 5th, 2026 to abate the violations. Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dink.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, housing docket A 194-25 11504 Continental Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is exterior maintenance. Issued on July 14th of 2025. Appeal was received August 4th, 2025, requesting for 1 year to complete abatement of the violation. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record? Mr. Chairman, I do not see the applicant in the online participants panel, nor is that person present in room 514 this morning.
Hey, Mr. Vanover, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, Mr. Gates.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, did notice of today's hearing get returned to the board's file for any reason?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
Through the chair to Ms. Davis, have you received any form of communication, an email, voice message, anything physically delivered to you on behalf of the appellant and or this docket?
Through the chair to Mr. Gates, no.
To the chair, the due process requirement of notice has been given to the appellant. The board can proceed with its hearing and ruling.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, it appears that this property is also owned as part of an estate trust. And being that short of any further information from the appellate, we ask that you deny more time and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Motion is in order to deny more time, remand the property division of Building and Housing for any further action.
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Denk.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Next docket is Housing Docket A, 246-25, 10416 Dale Avenue.
Application and fees are in order. Notice of violation is interior and exterior maintenance, issued on July 17th of 2025. Appeal was received October 1st of 2025, requesting for 90 days to complete abatement of the violations. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobson, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Would the applicant or his or her attorney and or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Yes, my name is Jim Gideon. I am the sole member owner of JCMB Real Estate, which owns the property.
Okay, Mr. Gideon, you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and proceed.
Yes, I had sent in the, I had attempted to work with Cheryl Gregg, and I asked for basically some explanations on some of these items, and she would not respond to me by phone and would not respond to me by email, and said my only option was to appeal, so which I've done. Just a little background information. This tenant was in here for 4.5 years. I elected to terminate his tenancy. He was continually late with rent. I let him help out with some new builds houses that he did on West 47th. He cheated on his hours. He was continually giving me problems, so I just decided to terminate his tenancy. While he was there, he told me he was going to bury me. He was kind of familiar with building departments with their new builds on 47th, so he called down and looked for anything and anything he could find. I think I see some pictures on there like a bathtub, so that's all been taken care of. I offered to come down there and have the drain snaked out and find out what the problem was. Unfortunately, there was a snake broken off inside, and I had to have clean plumbing came out and actually was able to remove everything and get it all out. It cost me quite a bit of money to do that. That snake was not in there before because I had previously snaked that out all the way to the street and had it cambered. That is not part of this because that was a separate violation which I already appealed, and I was given relief on that. So would you like me to go through each of the violations in order and just address them one at a time?
Not really. What we need to do is know how much time did you need to abate the violations.
Well, the problem is I can't get anybody to have a discussion with me. For example, he says the gutter board's deteriorated and that I have to take them down and replace them. They're not deteriorated. There was one knot hole that was missing in the whole thing. And I offered to have her come out and to look at everything, and she wouldn't do that. The gutter boards are in fine shape. There's a couple little spots that might be a little soft because they never put a drip edge on this. But I went down there with a hammer in the tenants present before, and everything was solid. You know, the key thing is if they're not cleaned out, they overflow. So I gave him gutter guards to put on. They never went on. So I'm willing to get it all addressed, but I don't need a permit to do this. And I spoke with Rob Johnson down at the Building and Standards Boards, and he said these all appear to be maintenance issues. And he just suggested I ask Cheryl Gregg to show me the code section that related to why I needed to pull a permit for it. And she just gave me a general excerpt off the general website. There was no code section cited. So I'm happy to fix these. It's not a matter of time. It's just, I can't get anybody to correspond with me to see what I really need to do to get this done.
Okay, maybe we can get it cleared up. I can go over to Mr. Vanover. Mr. Vanover.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, so I won't opine on the legality of evicting a tenant based on their work performance on other jobs. I don't think that's before us, although problematic. I will state that the code sections requiring a permit, it appears that the appellant is stating that a permit is not required to replace gutter boards and to provide some of the maintenance activity. I will dispute that. It is actually through the city building code and the residential code of Ohio. I'm assuming that the appellant has a communication from Mr. Johnson stating that these items do not require a permit, like in the photograph, the new electrical box and the replacement of the deteriorated gutter boards. I have not seen that communication from the Ohio Board of Building Standards. I would ask for that.
That was in a phone conversation I had with him. He just suggested that, but again, the gutter boards are not.
Mr. Chairman, if I can continue, this is a corporately owned property. And as such, in all rental property, there is a requirement to maintain the property in a condition that is, meets the minimum code and meets the requirements of both the city code and the state of Ohio code, and at least to the condition that would be expected on Sandpiper Lane in North Olmsted. That being said, it's not the owner or the tenant's responsibility to place gutter guards or to place anything on the property and maintain the property. That would be a lease agreement or in a different court of law altogether. As such, as a commercially owned rental property with a whole bunch of people responsible other than it seems other than JCMV Real Estate, we would ask that you deny more time, remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing, none of which prevents this corporation from maintaining their property to the standards of the code.
Can I say something?
Sure, you can.
So the gutter boards are not deteriorated. So I just want to make sure that whatever I do is going to remove this violation, and I can't get anybody to correspond with it. I'm happy to do whatever it takes to do it. This house is in very good shape. So there was a roof leak violation, and it says I need a permit to do it. There were 4 holes from a satellite dish that were there. He was growing something in the back room, and he didn't want me in there. And we had supposedly addressed whatever the roof leak was, but unbeknownst to me, he had it all rigged up with a ventilation system going outside. He had a grow room outside, and I guess he was growing more than that he was supposed to be growing in there.
Mr. Chairman,
so that's why he didn't
object. I don't
want
know
me
that that's unfounded, nor is it relevant. Testimony stated that there is there's no issues with the house except for there was a roof leak. The gutter boards are fine except for the soft spots where there was no drip edge or the missing knot. I think that the conversation seems to be cyclical. The appellate can hire a design professional and contractors to do the evaluations on what on the permits and what is required. However, we would ask that you deny. None of this would prevent that if you deny it and remand it back to the Department of Building and Housing.
Okay.
So I need to get a roof guy. I've already fixed the leak.
I can't tell you what you need to do, but what I can make is a motion in order to deny more time, remand the property, Division of Building and Housing for any further action. Motion?
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Dank. Second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, notice to be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Next docket is housing, lead docket A 191-25, 3446 East 114th Street.
Application fees are in order. Notice of violation is, my apologies. This is, notice of violation is a deficiency lead inspection report that was issued on July 14th of 2025. Appeal was received on August 4th of 2025. The applicant is asking that the submitted results be certified and a lead safe certificate issued. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobs, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Phyllis Fuller Clips, and I am the owner of the property.
Okay, there's both of yous there, Phyllis and Philip?
Yeah,
Just you, okay.
Yes.
Solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, good job. Go ahead and let us know, you can explain this, explain your end and what you're looking for.
I actually thought this had been pulled because I got a phone call from the inspector on Friday saying that, and I got an email copy of the lead certificate for this property.
Okay. So you're saying it's taken care of?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Vanover.
Mr. Chairman, our records do show that the lead certificate submission that was resubmitted and ultimately approved. However, this is the appellate's appeal, and they have the right to appeal the notice that was given, and whether or not it was valid or not. At this point, it appears, well, at this point, I will state that the requirements for the lead safe certificate have been satisfied with the city of Cleveland, but that does not prohibit the appellate from arguing the initial denial or withdrawing the appeal.
Ma'am, do you want to withdraw the appeal?
Yeah, because I have the certificate.
Yeah, very good. Okay, so appeal has been withdrawn. Okay, you're all
And you
set.
have a copy of it, that the certificate was issued, right?
I would say they do, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Our records indicate that it is certified.
Okay.
Okay, we're all set then. We don't have to vote on
Okay.
it, correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next docket is housing adjudication order, docket A 269-25, 3338 West 98th Street.
Application and fees are in order. This is an adjudication order to B permit, B as in boy, 240-20669 in regards to cross sections of the RCO. Present for today's hearing, Chief Billing Official Tom Vanover, Dan Jacobs, and Russ Gates for the Department of Law. Will the applicant or his or her attorney and/or representative please state your first and last name and your relationship to the property for the record?
Hi, yes, my name is Elizabeth Noguera. I'm the property owner along with my husband, Cody.
Okay, so if you're both going to be giving testimony, I'll ask swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth.
Yes, it's just going to be me.
It's
But
just going to be
yes,
you.
my
Okay.
answer is yes.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very good. Okay, go ahead and let us know what the plans are.
Thanks for the opportunity. A quick history. We bought the property last year in March, and it was marketed and sold to us as a 3-family home. When we went to finish the 3rd floor, we discovered that it was not approved for that. And so we went forward, or we went to the Board of Zoning and Appeals, and they granted us the ability to finish that 3rd unit and rent it. We then went to get permits to upgrade the electrical to the building and found out that we had more to do. Long story short, and the reason why it's taken us so long to get here is we did have some problems with our property manager and paperwork going to him, not coming to us, and a few other things. And so that's the reason why it's taken this long. I just got that adjudication letter a few weeks ago. But what I'm asking today is if you'll grant a variance for those 2 requirements. I did speak with our general contractor, and it would be extremely disruptive to our tenants in there right now. We'd have to basically, tear out the ceiling between the 2nd and 3rd floors. There would be a lot of demolition, a lot of noise. The tenants might not even be able to stay in there during that time. And it's a family with kids and a dog. So that would be, again, very disruptive to them. Also, the cost would be significant for us, both to upgrade the drywall all throughout those 2 areas, the ceiling and the stairway. So I'm asking for a variance on those items so that we can continue to move forward and get those permits to be able to finish our 3rd floor and have that rented.
So
Hopefully that's covered everything. Mhm.
there was something covered up. Is that what we're talking about?
No. So, from what I understand, let me pull up the notes. So basically the requirement is saying, that, we need to, for fire safety, basically that we need to install 2-hour fire resistance separations. And so as I, said, I spoke with a contractor, and he basically said that consists of ripping out ceilings and walls all throughout. There may be some rebuilding with a significant amount of both drywall, possibly he might find, electrical issues in there or things of that nature that would have to be replaced. So it's just a huge, huge requirement, I guess, to be able, or to have to complete that.
Okay, let me go over to Mr. Vanover. Mr. Vanover?
Thank you.
So, Mr. Chairman, there are 2 items before the board. The first being is to provide the cross-section of the fire-separated walls and ceiling assemblies where the current drawings do not show what is in place. And the second is the requirement as a 3-family home to the requirement for 2-hour separation for every grouping of 2. As stated, this was a 2-family that was bootlegged into a 3-family. And it's a buyer beware situation, which we hear all too often, and it's unfortunate. But this was never legally built as a 3-family home. The appellant's request for the variance is to remove fire separation requirements that are currently and have for a long time been part of the Residential Code of Ohio. The inherent danger between a 2-family dwelling and a 3-family dwelling is substantial. And especially when the 3rd family is at that, on that top level with more limited egress and fire department access. While I understand that there's the cost and the disruption could be substantial, the remedy is also to leave it as a 2-family home and not rent it as a 3-family home. That's relatively inexpensive to do, but that's a business decision to be made. We would ask that you deny the variance. It is a matter of tenant and life safety. There's a reason why the code requires a 2-hour separation for the horizontal and vertical separations, as well as the common stairwell.
May I add a few things just before you get there?
Yes.
So I'm curious, just how we got here to this point. Why would this not have been uh, shared with us long before when we went through the, original process to get this third floor approved? I guess um, I feel like this should have been disclosed back then and to say, well, just so you know, you're not only going to have to get approval from the Board of Zoning and Appeals, but you're going to have to do all of this other work. I mean, we, if we thought that that was going to be the outcome, we never would have even embarked on that. So can you share more on that?
Mr. Chairman, to the appellant, yes, I can. The application was made for the zoning approval. At that point, the zoning review is an independent body, an independent group of laws that are submitted and reviewed. They do not review for building code compliance. We actually oftentimes receive these requests where the structure is built out of timber lath and plaster, and once the cross sections are shown, they actually do comply. Now, that being said, the investment in property and the speculation for profit also requires a level of due diligence. And the expectation is that the city is not the consultant for investment property owners, that that they would consult their own design professionals, their own legal professionals when they are purchasing property. It is not the expectation that the municipality then becomes the consultant for their commercial enterprise.
Sure,
Mr. Chairman, this is Mr.
go ahead.
Chairman, this is
Yes.
on the first adjudication order that is in the board's file. It does list RCO 106.1.3 numbers 1 through 10 as not sufficient information, as well as 106.1.310 is also listed on the second adjudication, if that helps the board.
Okay. And you do have a design professional involved here?
We have a contractor, yes. But as I said, he said that the demolition would be significant and expensive. We'd have to displace tenants. So yes, we have been working with a contractor.
See, there may be other ways of meeting the requirement that may not require you to do all of that, okay? There may be other things that can be done, but somebody has to be able to tell you that. I'm not
see.
able. And they could tell you. But how about the board members? Anyone want to give a comment?
I think this conversation's heading in the right direction. A design professional would be better able to illustrate and quantify the upgrades that are necessary to comply with the code. And I would go there before I would rely on a contractor who might have a more narrow definition of what's needed. And, that it's all subject to personal interpretation. There's definitely some work to be done, but it may not be as insurmountable as your impression is at this moment.
I see. Okay. A design professional.
I would like to add to that, if you consult a licensed architect who is familiar with the building code, the residential code of Ohio, they will be able to assist you in illustrating the existing construction, and they'll be able to assist you in doing calculations that will show what the existing construction comprises of in regards to a fire resistance rating. But a licensed architect will be able to do that.
I see. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Okay. So hearing that, I think it's, we'll need to deny your request for a variance, and then I would take to heart what they're saying and see if you can achieve it without having to be as disruptive as your contractor's telling you. So a motion is in order to deny the request for the variance.
All right. Thank you.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Dank,
Second.
second by Ms. Lipscomb.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes, notice will be sent out within 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, I think that covers all of the dockets, I believe. So we'll move on to resolutions. Make sure I get them. Okay. We A97 25, A98 25, A99 25, A101 -25 through A105 -25, A107 -25, A151 -25, A152 -25 through A56 -25, A185 -25 through A188 -25, and A232 -25. Motion?
So move.
Moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Approval of minutes for October 22nd, 2025. Are there any additions or corrections?
No.
Motion to approve,
So move.
moved by Mr. Bradley,
Second.
second by Mr. Dank.
Mr. Bradley,
Yes.
Mr. Dink,
Yes.
Ms. Lipscomb,
Yes.
Mr. Gallagher.
Yes. Okay, is there anything else to come before us?
No.
Mr. Vanover, are you still on? He might be gone. All right, I can call him separately. Okay, if there's no further business, we'll now adjourn. Thank you.
Thank you.
2 weeks.
Thank you.
What we got next? Let's